Shalom. First and foremost, gonna give all glory and praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Alright, this just finna get into this quick lesson. Alright, the Yellowstone National Park, what's going on around there. Animals basically migrating from the place, Matter of fact, here it is, this video I was watching.
From time to time, and that's true. But this same.
And I skipped over to my video that I did like 10 months ago just to find the precept that I brung out, concerning, animals, on how they understand, they understand judgment, or how can I say they understand when the Lord is about to, get to doing things, And ultimately, it's the Lord that's making them migrate. And people might say, a volcano's about to erupt, so of course they're going to get out the way. And yeah, that might be true, but you got to understand what times we in. We're in the times of Yahweh Shai sending out great judgments. All right, so that volcano might be erupting just for, these animals to migrate within your neighborhood, Scriptures talk about how the beasts, they should change their places, Let me get that. Let me find that. It's in Wisdom of Solomon. Salakia. Okay, never mind. It's right here. I'm tripping. 2nd Ezra 5:8. There shall be confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be often sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. All right, so it said wild beasts shall change their places. All right, and within this video right here, look, I'm just gonna play it a little bit.
The sky, in the parks, in the animals, nature is crying out. Nature is showing us that something is happening. None of this is conspiracy. This is all true. This is all factual. All of this is happening because the Lord is returning soon and he is giving us signs. And if you don't
and of course you got, unbelievers, or you got people that, they're like, oh, it's just a coincidence type of people, Now you see right here from Terra, girl, the Yellowstone volcano erupting is 99.9% more likely. No hate, just everything you said can be explained by literal seismographs. The animals that stay, if any, are dead. Survival of the fittest are here. All this is not happening because the Lord is coming in a factual sense. Stop. And see, you got a lot of people like that, As the scriptures say, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, You don't want to believe in this truth, you don't want to believe what the prophets are saying, because the prophets has been, saying that these wild animals, they're gonna start living in your communities, they're gonna be in our communities, all right, our neighborhoods, all right. We've been saying that, but people don't believe it. But as the scriptures say, in their unfaithfulness, they're gonna die in their unfaithfulness, I'm gonna keep on playing a little bit.
to these warnings, that is on you. I hope you guys understand that he is coming soon. Did you guys see?
Now elk are leaving Yellowstone National Park in droves, thousands and thousands of them. They're following the grizzly bears and the mountain lions that started leaving last week, and it is baffling the scientific community. They can't explain why all these animal-age creature critters are fleeing Yellowstone National Park. You can see them here crossing lanes safely. You have men elk and women elk. The women elk don't have antlers. That's how you can tell the difference. But I called the park president, the head ranger. Now elk are leaving Yellowstone National Park in droves, thousands and thousands of them. They're following the grizzly bears and
something in Yellowstone Park got the bears acting unusual, y'all. There's a video going around of the bears leaving the Yellowstone National Park, y'all. I have never seen anything like this, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the video and y'all let me know down below in the comments. Have y'all seen anything like this before? And I'm hearing it's not just the bears, y'all. Even the mountain lions are getting up, packing their bags, and getting on. Something ain't right, y'all. I don't know what it is. I'm not even gonna try to guess. Y'all leave y'all guess down below in the comments, though. But look at this. Look at the bears, y'all. Have y'all seen anything like this before? This shit crazy. I never.
So yeah, you know, and you know, Yellowstone Park, that's in Wyoming. You know, but best believe, hey, it's happening all over America. All right, this is happening all over America, no matter if you see it or not. You know, because this is what the Lord said. You know, this is going to happen. All right, so let's get this. Joel 12 and verse. I'll start at 7. But ask now the beast, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee. Or speak to the earth, and they shall teach thee, and the fishes of the sea shall declare unto thee. Who knoweth not in all these that the hand of the Lord hath wrought this? So see, the animals, all right, the beasts of the earth, they understand when it's, you know, when Yahweh Shem Shai is turning up, basically. You know, in their spirit, they know. You know? Matter of fact, they're more in their, you know, they're in order more, you know? So they're more connected, you know? But, you know, Joe, you know, it was concerning what he was going through. You know, when he was like, hey, you could see that basically I'm fucked up. The Lord got me, you know? So let's get this in the NLT real quick. Joel 12 and verse 7. Just ask the animals, and they will teach you. Ask the birds of the sky, and they will tell you. Speak to the earth, and they will instruct you. Let the fish in the sea speak to you, for they all know that my disaster has come from the hand of the Lord. So see, the animals, they understand, you know, when judgment is about to come. All right, that's why. Here, let's look at this video from my video from 10 months ago. Look at this.
Not just these ducks, but these. Wait, are those white ducks? What are those? But yeah, they're all just looking up at the sky, looking there frozen. They didn't even get out the way when he rode his motorcycle through it. What?
Explain this to me. Why are these ducks?
See, it's evident that something must be going on because these birds are directly connected to the ley line. And
All right. So you see. So these are signs that, you know, that Yahweh Shem Shai is about to return to this earth and bring great judgment, you know? No. Salakia. I'll just get this one. Luke 21, verse 25, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars. And that's why, we got blood moons consistently. All right. You got, I can't think of what eclipses, we got eclipses. All right. About all that. Those are signs that Yahweh Shai is on his return, or he's about to make his return. And upon the earth, the stress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Get this word perplexity. Perplexity, the state of ones who's in perplexity. I don't know, man. I don't know why they do that. You're gonna give me the definition of the, like. It says inability to deal with or understand something complicated or uncountable. Confusion. And yeah, it brings confusion, These animals moving around like that, that's bringing confusion. These people don't know what's going on, That's why soon, the prophet, we about to be getting a lot of people coming up to us, because people are not going to understand what's going on, all right? But then they're going to be like, oh, let's revert to the prophets, So I'm going to end it off on this. Job 5 and verse 22. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. And yeah, we're coming into some great destruction. All right, Jeremiah 30 and 7 is about to come to pass. Revelations 12 and 12 is about to come to pass. All right. And this is just great destruction. All right. A time like never before. But guess what? The servants of Yahweh Shem Shai, we're going to laugh. All right. We're going to be in a time of rejoicing. Why? Because the Lord is going to be feeding us. The Lord is going to constantly show that he's with us, all right? And ultimately, we want this place to go down, It says, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. See? We're not going to be afraid of the beast that's going to migrate, into our communities, our neighborhoods. Why? Because the Lord is going to protect us, all right? The beasts themselves are going to know, like, oh, this is a servant of the Lord. The Lord deals with this man, It says, verse 23, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. We'll see, we're going to be at peace with the beasts. Wolves, lions, bears, all right? We're going to be at peace with them. They come across us, they just going to look at us and, just keep on walking. They might, for some of us, they might, kill people that's trying to, attack us for our goods. They might bring us some food. All right. These are the high, or I'm not even going to say possibilities, but I'm going to say these are basically these are things that's going to come to, some of the elect. All right. But the elect, they're not going to be touched by the beast at all, though, as concerning judgment, But for these 2/3, all right, wicked individuals, the BCU, they going to instantly, be on that with you. They're going to instantly be on that with you, because you didn't serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So, great judgment is about to come, all right? And it's going to be done through animals too. All right. A bear, it'll just eat you, It won't kill you first. It'll just start eating you while you alive, So that's great judgment right there, So that was pretty much it. Hopefully, this lesson was edifying. Going to give all glory and praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Kakodash, the Ba'aner, Set Up Hassan, Elders, Great Millstone. All right, shalom.